Something very interesting that I read very recently is we are making choices all the time. Even when we choose not to choose, we have still made a choice. Whether it's our career choices or choosing the right habits or making lifestyle choices. But what I've realized now is all of these choices have a direct impact on our environment as well as our planet. The way we move, what food we eat, the way we treat our clothes are all crucial in determining the impact we have on Earth. And as I try to become more aware of the amount of waste that I produce, I'm actively trying to make better choices towards the planet and as well as our future by reducing my own carbon footprint. And I completely agree that I am nowhere perfect. In fact, I've just started out. But I also believe that one does not need to be perfect to start making better choices. So here's just a day in my life where I try to live more sustainably, and I really hope you find it useful and relevant. So let's get started. So usually I try to wake up early and go for a run, but today I woke up really late. It's 8:15, so I decided to just go for a stroll, which happened to be the best decision. It was so pleasant and beautiful, and honestly, it felt like a privilege to experience nature so closely in the middle of the city. So while walking back home, I found these cups lying. Now this is gonna stay here forever as plastic takes years to break down. And after seeing this, I was so motivated to bring my own cup and straw, which I sometimes forget. As I reached back home, I headed on for a bath. But today I decided to make this vitamin C gel. So this takes only 2 ingredients, fresh oranges and flax seeds. One of the biggest switches that I've made over the years is in my skincare, makeup and fashion choices. With regards to skincare, I have stopped using products from the market except for one, and I try to make my own hair masks, face masks at home, and honestly there's nothing that I miss about my older skincare routine. Home remedies are a treasure, and I am really blessed that they have been passed down through generations. So I boiled some flax seeds, that is around 1 tablespoon, for 8 to 9 minutes, and it turned into this gel. And I just squeezed some fresh orange juice and combined the two. It makes the best vitamin C cream, and it can be stored in the fridge for about 2 weeks. So I have these spectacle marks near my eyes, and this gel is super great to remove those blemishes. With regards to makeup, I have posted videos on this channel where I made my own lip balms and lip tints at home, and they were so good. I have never bought it from the store again. But I do have to rely externally for lipstick, and this is one lipstick that I use, and I haven't really figured out how to use them more sustainably. Normally I just put on a very basic clothes at home, but today I was meeting my best friend after 1.5 years, which seemed like forever, so I wore this dress which I got stitched from my neighborhood tailor, and that's how I try to stay away from fast fashion as much as I can. But honestly, these tailors are so skilled and amazing, and I have loved everything that I've got made. So I met my friend, and it was so good. We clicked photos and videos. So after returning back home, I started planning for my next video. I spent around 3 to 4 hours, but I couldn't find anything substantial for my script, which was a serious bummer. It was around 6 in the evening, so I'll have to get this done by tomorrow anyhow. But anyways, to cheer myself up, I decided to make some chocolates. Oh, these notebooks I stitched myself, and these are refillable notebooks. So whenever I have waste pages or pages that are filled only one side, I punch it here and file it, and I'm just very proud of this diary. So this is my version of Ferrero Rocher, and I would say they are 90% similar and tastes very delicious. I have massively tried to cut down on my chocolate consumption. By chocolate, I mean the ones we find in stores and the markets, the commercialized ones. And I know this is the toughest part because there are moments that I have my temptations kicking in, and that's when I decide to make chocolates. But nonetheless, here's the reason why. So recently I came across this news article that spoke about the biggest of chocolate companies like Nestle, Hershey's are sued for child labor. And as I tried to dig further, it was only heartbreaking. So there's this documentary called as The Dark Side of Chocolate, wherein the host, Mr. Ratti and Romano, takes us behind the scenes of the chocolate industry. Armed with a hidden camera, the journalists investigate child labor in the Ivory Coast in Africa, which accounts for the largest producer of cocoa, which makes chocolate. So they reveal that while some children are outright kidnapped, many children, usually aged 10 to 15 years, go with the traffickers to the Ivory Coast, believing promises of paying jobs and hopeful opportunities. But once they realize they've been lied to, it's too late. They're trapped working long days with dangerous tools and no compensation, far from their families and surrounded by adults who beat them if they work too slowly or try to flee. Perhaps the most disturbing part is the lack of concern from the companies as well as the African governments. Because obviously stopping child labor and slavery would mean cutting down on profits, and companies only care about profits, and that's how capitalism is killing the planet. I know it could be hard to believe that sweetest thing in the world like chocolates could have such a bitter story. Anyways, moving on. So my chocolates are almost made and they smell amazing. And that is it. It's 8 p.m. by now, and that's pretty much about my day. My only takeaway has been that living a simple and sustainable life, not obsessing over the next Zara sale or the next lipstick shade, has truly made me value the things that truly matter, and I don't think there's anything more beautiful than that. With that being said, we've reached towards the end of the video, and I really hope you find this video helpful. Lastly, I'd like to mention that sustainability isn't an all or nothing journey. I mean, I'm not even a vegan. I haven't switched to a bamboo brush yet, nor have I installed solar panels. But I'm doing the best of whatever I can, and the same goes for you. It's fine if you can't cut down on, say, fast fashion or your meat consumption, because we all can focus on areas that we are most comfortable with, and every small change makes a difference. So this is it. Thanks for stopping by, and I make videos on topics like sustainability and slow fashion. So if that's your jam, you might just consider subscribing to this channel. Bye.